Hello, welcome back. We got our air gems from Ermors, that's nice. Boxed off some research. So we can do Dark Skies now. 4 turns for Galegate. Claim the throne. Fantastic. Did lots of spells. I don't think we found any sites, unfortunately. Bit of a shame. Not even sites could find anything. And then Diaportant. So, this is really bad. Ubar has put up Well of Misery. Now, we know that Ubar has necromancers, because we've seen them walking around site searching. So they have the necromancers like I do, so they can heal afflictions on undead units. And Well of Misery, of course, is at Conjuration 8, and it's the Death Gem Global. Which means they are almost at Tartarian Gate. It's hard to see someone live your dream. So, Ubar's awkward enough to fight without them also having healed tarts in probably a few more turns. So what to do about that? Well, nothing just yet. Then the rest of our sites teleported our god. Saw some more incidents. Tianchi still getting hit by fires from the sky. Looks like there is a commander here now. And Banded Hills. And hit the mages, thankfully. Kills 13 archers. We searched for sites manually, didn't find any. TC has arrow first, questions later, the new prophet. We saw Pan attacking TC with one random commander leading some Draconians. And also saw Ermor attacking TC with, okay, a bit of a large army. Covered the Dancing Trident there. Very nice. Any other cool items here? Lots of people with 1 pearl. These guys hoping to magic duel another... This guy's just carrying the pearls for them. Magic duel another pretender? I'm not sure, but let's see. So, Copper Canyons is where they got hit by that as well. Copper Canyons is this fort, which is now under siege. And what was the other one? Parched Expanse is over here. Okay, so here and here. Then we have events. Good harvest in Yellow Mountains. Lost a bunch of Dominion, but gained a bunch of tax. And more income in Giant's Rest, which is great. I think that's one of our best provinces. Our best is still Raphabolia for income. But Giant's Rest is pretty good too. Worldwide event. For a single day, all water had a tone of red, as if tainted by blood. This is obviously a very bad omen. And yeah, then we patrolled out a lot of that unrest. Also, Fortress in the Kingdom of Dara is completed, and we got patrolled out in White Peaks by a bunch of wolves. Which is a shame. And that's it for messages, and here's the map now. So, I was considering moving everything to Latian this month and just immediately attacking Ubar to try and do something about them. The issue I have is I don't feel like we have good answers to a lot of things Ubar can do. Do we have... We do have Mind Hunt. I'm not sure how much Astral Ubar has. We might be able to pick off commanders. They've got golems we know about, so they must have some Astral. I just can't see their armies either is a problem. Only these fire snakes. I was thinking about attacking them this month, but I'm thinking, like, what do we have that can fight against Ubar armies? Their units already have... Do we know their bless, even? Poison res, disease resistance, and blood surge. Okay. We do all have shock res. It's a bit of a shame. Susceptible to cold. I'm going to start recruiting those A2 Water 1 mages nearby. Just in case that comes in handy. So Lation and Nif are both doing those guys now. At a minimum, they can Frozen Heart spam, I suppose. I was thinking, what units would be good for fighting into Ubar? The guys are about to summon the Hidden in Snow guys are pretty cool, but they have cold power, which is not going to help us over here. We have Spirit Sight and Magic Weapons, which is nice, though. There's nothing good we can get that has Spirit Sight, Fire Resistance, and Magic Weapons, unfortunately. And the stuff that might be useful for giving us that stuff would require Fire Magic, I think, which you don't have a lot of. I think our best bet is just lots and lots of cheap chaff while we just keep relying on the Eagle Kings to kill everybody. Which is probably fine. It's hard to just cap a bunch of provinces off them though, because I don't know if these provinces have anything in them or not. I don't even know how big they are. I don't know what to do. I don't feel good about attacking them now. I do want to. I think it's the right decision to just immediately start attacking them and try and get stuff off them. It probably would be best even with limited information. The thing is though, if we do, we will get stronger by waiting, which is not always the case. Because we will also get healed tarts. And we might have the extra defense of having up Dark Skies. So I think on balance it might still be a good idea to just try and roll over a weak neighbor quickly just to pick up all their gems while we hit our own target. And in the meantime I've messaged Blanca and Helheim and said, you know, maybe we should all join forces against Ubar to stop this from happening. Yeah, I'm locked in at the moment to we're just going to try and roll over pound for the extra gems while we get tarts online. And I'm going to start doing Shadow Servants to try and scout out some of Ubar a bit better. I think that's okay for now. Amusingly, Divas are almost good units for fighting Ubar, but because they have Dark Vision instead of Spirit Sight, it's not quite... If only I had Spirit Sight on my Bless. That would have made Divas really, really good for fighting into Ubar. Oh well. There are other good targets for us as well. As soon as we switch over to Conjuration, we can start summoning Yazads as well with Pearls, which will give us more Astral Magic, which is good. I think that also gives you more Fire Magic as well, so... Maybe it's best we just ignore Ubar for a few more turns while we develop our own strengths. I'm not sure. I don't know what the best decision is, but that's the decision we're making. Even this province that looks kind of empty. This could be just packed full of invisible units, right? We wouldn't know. I need the Shadow Servants. We got one Shadow Servant this month, so he's going to go check over here. The first two Shadow Servants I summon are going to go to Muspelheim and Ubar. And then there's a special project involving them. I don't know if it's going to be worth doing, but I do know that Muspelheim's Stellar Focus is being held up by a Lawmaster because he's named it Yummy Stellar. So I assume that guy is there holding up Stellar Focus. So we're going to get the Shadow Servant. He's going to go to Dawnland and get a bunch of stealth boosting items. Take his considerable stealth up to over 100. And then he's going to move to Muspelheim. And then we're going to use the air... What is it? Carrier... We're going to use Carrier Eagles to send him a Bane Venom Charm. And maybe we can disease that Lawmaster. So he'll very gradually die, and that'll put down Stellar Focus. We'll do the same in Ubar as well. See if that achieves anything at all, I don't know. Meantime though, everything just moves to Shepherd's Haven, so that's all we're doing at the moment. A bunch of units is going to stay in Cloud Spires though to defend it. Mostly this is everything that's either injured or cursed or whatever. Plus a few extras who are not. But 20 Divas, 8 Yazads and 60 Mayas are going to head towards Pan. This province has some patrollers now, including an actual mage leading some statues. We'll try and make sure this province gets patrolled nicely. And let's see, big stuff then has happening in Scrawl Point. So, Enliven Gargoyles first of all. Not, again, not great units against Ubar because They have thing. Am I misremembering? We can't see all of their units on this screen, can we? They get the Ifrits and things. Oh, you guys aren't sacred. Oh, interesting. I didn't realize that. So the emirs are sacred, the sahirs are not, and the warriors are not. Okay. Okay. Good to know. I think maybe the big guys have fire shields, right? So gargoyles have 2 attacks per round, and although they have tons of protection now that I think about it, maybe they can hit fire shields fine. I don't think it's going to be AP damage, isn't it, if it's anything? Okay, whatever. We're making enlivened gargoyles. So we'll get those up next time. Can look at those. And we're getting hidden in snow as well, so we'll see what we get. Interestingly, you can cast hidden in snow in a heat province, so that's good. Does not require snow, just needs snow on a mountaintop somewhere. So I guess we have that. So see what we get. Currently we have Turmoil 1, Luck 1, and Magic 1. I don't know what that's going to give us. Probably not a lot of anything. Could wait till our skills tip up a bit more. But we've got these 2 guys preaching anyway. I don't know how much difference it'll make. But we should have enough water gems to do this twice in a row anyway. I think it does cost 45 water gems. We'll have Enliven Gargoyles next month for 8 gems. Yeah, okay. Okay. I have turned down some of our mage recruitment because we spend an awful lot on commanders now. 2 grand a month. It's hard to support that all, especially since we're queuing up Lawmasters now as well, who are 400 gold apiece. That's with already having a Caelum mage paid for this month, so I couldn't afford a temple in Cloudcap Spires this month, unfortunately. Which is a shame. I know, yeah, similarly, the mages that are cursed or injured are staying behind in Cloudcap. Besides that, we're still doing Gnome Lore, Glamour Search and Nature Search, and Gnome Lore and Haruspecs down here as well. But I think that's everything. I'll put the stealth items on the Shadow Servant next month so you can see them, but oh yeah, also making a Skull Staff as well. So that we can... I will start making Zizzers, I think. It's going to require a lot of investment to get them going. Because I basically need to get this guy. He needs a Skull Staff and the Air Hat as well, I believe. Is that correct? Yeah. That's so expensive just to start casting Zizzers. But yeah, it'll help us knock down forts. I should really start devoting Death Gems towards doing the Long Dead Horse spell too, I think. But for the time being, I think at least 5 per month will be on Shadow Servants. And I had to alchemize some pearls this month to get a staff too. Oh well, them's the breaks sometimes. And that's it for this turn. So yeah, other than just waffling about Ubar, not a lot really happening right now, but we get to see our new summons next month, and then I guess there's no reason not to just immediately attack Pan, to be honest. Could wait 1 more turn for these guys to arrive, but it's probably fine. Let's see, what is actually here right now? I could just sit the... I could sit the corpse constructs on the fort immediately. Well, so yeah, the other thing I meant to point out about why this terrain's so bad, it's not just that this is a cul-de-sac, it's that Erithia does not connect to Black Harbour either. I don't know if I mentioned that last month. This terrain is so ugly. Really weird section of terrain there. But we've almost got most of Pan scouted. Oh yeah, we scried his camp too. Didn't mention that. We can see what's in there. It doesn't look super impressive. Maynard's Harpies. He also has gargoyles, which is interesting. He's got his 2 Draconian chiefs that will be just summoning Draconians each month. Robo Gaia, 6 nature gems per month. Okay, when do we get Black Death, by the way? Is that Thaumaturgy 8? Yeah. I could Black Death Ubar. With our god. I probably should before there's domes up on it. I should cast something small to see if there are any domes over it. I'll do that eventually, and then as soon as we can cast Black Death, I'll just nuke Ubar's cap so he can never recruit his cap onlys anymore. Anyway, there's 1053. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hello, welcome back. 2 new spells this month. We get Gargoyles and Hidden in Snow. And the usual site searching, which found 1 site this month. Quicksand. And Helheim has put up a global enchantment. They've got Gates of Horn and Ivory. So the list's getting a bit full now. Well, you know, we'll try and get up Galegate. And saw a battle in the Parched Expanse. Some demons cleaning up some PD. And where is that? Let's see. Okay, so we got a stack moving towards this. We've got this moving around here. Interesting. Events then, 9 nature gems and a dominion change in Star Peaks. Probably Nif's dominion somehow. Back from the dead. Caught a Pan scout. Lost a scout on one of Pan's provinces. And caught a Lanka scout. Okay. And that's it for messages. Here's some arrows. Where did we lose our scout? Volume. Okay. It's not too bad. Okay, so first up, where is he? So Pyrenees posted a screenshot in the game Discord of a battle I think they lost. But they killed a bunch of Ubar stuff, so that's good. I guess the bulk of Ubar's forces are down here somewhere. So good, good. I think Helheim and Lanka might also be interested in attacking Ubar, because someone having Necromancers and Tartgate and Well of Misery is not a good situation. So I said Lanka can move through here if they want to start attacking Ubar from this direction. We'll see what they do. I'm still going to try and knock over Pan with the gems first while we get a bunch of research targets. So yeah, I've already made the decision. So let's see, little things first. We do have Lore Waster here. He's got a Ranger's Cloak, he's got Silent Boots, he's got a Cat's Eye Amulet. He's now on 130 stealth. He's going to sneak over to Muspelheim and then we'll send him a Bane Venom Charm. And we'll do the same again over here. Another Shadow Servant heading out towards Ubar. And yeah, hopefully... Let's see. By the time they're in position, hopefully we can also cast Black Death on Ubar too. That should be good. I think these guys can also do Blight at the same time, right? Yeah, E2, yeah. So we can probably hit it with 2 casts of Blight and Black Death in 1 turn. But before I do all of that, I'll check that there's no domes over it. Other little movements include moving some stuff into Kingdom of Dara, since it's a bit light on defense, especially if we're going to be upsetting Pan. So some of the stuff in Dawnland is going to move over. I think some of the Corpse Constructs are going to move over as well. But also, I think we can do without a lot of the Jade Maidens, so those guys are going to walk over to Kingdom of Dara too. So we'll actually have quite a lot of force in Kingdom of Dara. So that's not too bad. I think that's it for the smaller movements. There's some other random rare arrows, which is usually just lizards going to provinces, so that we have at least a little bit of astral protection in all of our forts. And that's it, I think. So, main movements are over here. I'm basically just trying to attack every single unforted Pan province that I can see. Some of them are a bit riskier. Like, these are empty. There's like 6 points of PD here. Nidian range, on the other hand, 120 enemy units. Maenads, Harpies, and Centauride, or Centauridae. Hierophantides, I don't know, Hierophantides. This is getting our most geared out guy. I imagine the Harpies fly on us immediately and might disrupt some spell casting, but this guy has 23 defense without even getting blessed, so hopefully that's fine. Yeah, the other provinces though, I mean, it's all basically the same. So, guys over here are getting Cloud Trapezed over. But it's the usual stuff, usual script. Gnome Peaks, same story. Vath, same story. Grey Barrier, we haven't actually scouted yet, but same story. Black Harbour, same story. And you get the idea. If there's no fort there, we'll just try and take it with an Eagle King. Unfortunately, there are a lot of forts everywhere, so... Best case scenario, we claim all of this back stuff, plus these two provinces. Lost Canyon Range gets this army. Oh yeah, right, so we cast Hidden in Snow. We got a really good mage. Didn't quite arrive as a Hidden in Snow caster himself. But, I think the best these mages can be is 333. So we got really lucky on this guy. This guy, not quite as impressive, but still pretty decent. They are both heading out with the troops they have. There's Unfrozen Warriors who have magic weapons, and then there's just Unfrozens who do not. But they're all pretty tough. They have a lot of hit points. They're all pierce resistant. They got chill auras and snow power. It's quite a lot of them. Moving out with some Yetis and some Gargoyles. Here's these guys. So flying units with 12 hit points, 20 pro, and they have slash and pierce resistance. They don't heal, unfortunately. But they're magic beings, so I think that means they heal in a lab. Yeah. So as long as they get to a lab, they heal. And the mages themselves just going to put up earth power and do some buffs. And then I don't mind what they do. So those guys can move into Lost Canyon range, and the Mercs gets a larger army. So lots of Sacred, and a few Corpse Constructs as well. They help out quite a lot with siege strength. 2.3 each. So obviously we had to expend quite a few Eagle Kings capping provinces. Well, hopefully capping provinces. It's a shame if they all died. But the ones we have left are just going to put up Storm Power and Mist Form and do some Thunderstrikes. We've got this guy, he no longer has his hat unfortunately, but he still has the Shield of Meteoric Iron. I'm going to try and do Storm and then Wrathful Skies. Other than that, pretty usual. Bringing over a couple of Spirehorn Seraphs to just put up Storm Power and do Lightning Bolts. Some guys like this who do Storm Power and Thunderstrike. Storm Power and Parting of the Soul, which is a national spell we get, which paralyzes someone and pops birds out of them. It's kind of cool. Summon Storm Power and Thunderstrike, some of these guys coming over. But other than that, it's just blocks of flying Sacreds. If you can fly in a storm, you hold an attack. If you cannot fly in a storm, you attack. And that's about it, really. So, fly with Sacreds, put up Storm and Wrathful Skies, cast Thunderstrike. This fort is, let's see, it's 300 wall, and this army has 503 siege strength, so it should pop open immediately as well. So it shouldn't be too bad. You can immediately reinforce with a bunch of White Centaur here. Actually, he can't, there's no connection. That is strange, there should be a connection. Yeah. Very strange. Unless, I guess these are mountain provinces. Oh, I see, yeah, there are mountains there. Interesting. Okay. There's just about some mountains there. But he can't immediately... Well, he maybe with the forest movement he can, I don't know. We'll see. Either way, we'll be on Mercs next month and it'll be cracked open. We should be able to just storm immediately. And if we need to, we'll be able to fly a lot of these Eagle Kings straight back to the Mercs anyway. So that should be fine. Archers are heading to Eel. There is the disease site here, but I don't care too much about them. And yeah, the Jades are heading to Bulwark. Stuff goes to King Nodara to help defend. And that's it, really. The Air Hat this month has gone to unintentionally Erotic Grapple, who's putting up Dome of Solid Air. My god is doing Hidden in Snow again, and then he's going to put up Dome of Arcane Warding. Just want to make sure this province is domed. And then once the Dome of Solid Air is up, the Air Hat will go to this guy who can start summoning Zizzes. And I think that's it, actually. There's nothing else new happening. Doing the usual stuff for the the Shadow Servants, though. Everything attacks Caelum. Everything attacks Pangaea. We keep doing the summons. And we should still be doing... Oh, right, no, I can't do Gargoyles again because he's putting up Dome. And this guy's cloud trapezing away. So, yeah. Do we have another... Oh, right, we've got another Eagle King, though. It's bringing the Mayors over to the Mercs. 2 more turns for another Eagle King. And that's that, I think. Let's see. We still do not have... We just never got a Jade Maiden with either Water 2 or Nature 2. Still recruiting them, but... I mean, goddamn. It's a bit of a shame. I guess we have a bunch of W2 net mages now in the Unfrozen guys, so that's something. Would still like to have a natural N2 if I can. But, wow, not on the cards. Dear oh dear. Anyway, I think that's it for this month. Yeah, global list looks like this now. Helheim has Gates of Horn and Ivory. We might knock out Mother Oak if we do manage to take out Pangaea, but we'll see how it goes. And that is it for turn 54, I think, so... There we go, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.